Welcome everybody, welcome to the Tomb of Illumination, the only site on the internet that will explain the whole flat earth system to you. You won't get it anywhere else. For years, most of you have understood the system as just a single northern hemisphere. No one has ever touched on the fact it's a dual system, a northern field and a southern field, and we both have our own systems. They all come from one source, of course, but there's a duality. It's a split cell. You've got to go back to atomism. You're all taught not to believe it. That's just lies pushed by the Freemasons, so you don't latch on to the truth. Earth is a dual system. It's come from a place of singularity, come into the physical world, created our physical world, and split. Created the two hemispheres. But within the two hemispheres, you can now divide it up. Circular motion of the flat earth here, you can now divide it up into meridians, which is a multitude, infinite cell system. Every man is like a cell. Every man is on a meridian. He is a cell of the system. Remember, man is of the earth, from the earth. Well, it all comes out of the centre north, the southern field. So we have a central northern hemisphere rotation. Okay, and as that turns, it sends a parabolic image out into this curving field in the southern, around the south, because the field curves down. The northern field's nice and flat. This is curved down. So we get a night sky rotation around the north. This is called the spider web in celestial navigation. They know everything curves. And that turns, or this way, turns this way, anti-clockwise. But what happens is, this comes down and gives an image in the south on this side. It doesn't go over and down like that, which I might have been saying in my very early videos. It doesn't go over and down like that. It goes, this image is cast into the sky this way. So you are now looking inverted compared to this way. Because all these stars up here are from down inside the central vortex. Okay? Now that you've brought it round like this, it's inside out. See? So it's going anti-clockwise, but if you bring that back down like that way, it's turning clockwise. And it all comes back in a parabolic reflection because of this curve. So the image will all come back, be centralized on man's arc of horizon, on his one meridian. He will get this centralized location where he will get the 15-degree star rotations, star trail rotation. But in time lapse, these stars that you think are going like this are actually wandering this way at the same time. So you've got 15 degrees turning this way and 15 degrees moving that way. How do you explain that if you live on one spinning ball? It cannot be. Spinning ball's a joke. You've got to be a real simple human to believe that sort of garbage. Okay, so you understand that? So today's video is about the moon cycles, more about the moon. I've done previous videos, you want to check them out, about how the moon works on the flat earth system. The shadowing, how it's all affected by the black hole center of creation. So we can take this as the northern hemisphere, but really I'm taking you right back to the center place of creation that we do not see. Right back in here. We're out here. That's our created realm. We can't get in here. But everything out here comes from this realm in here. This vortex and rotation. There's your vortex. Okay, at the top you've got the ecliptic plane. You've got the vortex. You see the moon spirals out, full moon right up here, spirals all the way down into the black hole sun at new moon. So that's how we can visualize it. We can visualize it in this one aspect, realizing this black hole, that black hole here, which is right there, where the sun is on its horizon, is Earth. Earth is from the hole. Earth is the black hole. But now that we're the created, it's a bit tricky to understand, but we are the created, so now we have to imagine the image up here. There's the black hole center and the sun. At the end of the day, it's just nothing. Comes back to nothing. But we have to use our mind, because the whole realm is about your mind, conscious state. You have to imagine, use your mind. Open it up to draw the picture. There it is. The ecliptic plane. 15 degree per hour vortex. Everything turns in here and is cast out into our realm, our night sky. So we go right back to the centre, or the centre of here. The black hole centre is down the guts here, the gurgler, down the gurgler. Everything comes out of this black hole centre. And there's the magnetic field of Earth. That's how it moves. We do not see that, of course, but we do know the stars and everything take that pattern, if you're a thinker, and the sun follows the magnetic field. So the sun follows this curve. It's always on this curve as it's swinging west. You could say it's always on a curve, so no matter where the sun is, it will be seen anywhere around one curve. That will be the time of day. That'll be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, all the way out laterally on the Earth. It's the same time on that curve. But this picture is taking us right back to the centre of creation, the black hole centre. I've just drawn this Kabbalah, or whatever they call it. And see, you've got the Fibonacci golden ratio in here. That's basically what the moon does over a whole month. Okay, but it's going around daily, but over a monthly cycle you've got this golden ratio, or the Fibonacci, or Plato's unequal divided line. Now, it is the diameter of the black hole that does the shadowing. This magnetic field all comes out of the black hole centre of creation. And look at the shadowing of the moon. You've got the curve this way, and we see this moon. But on this side, you've got the curve going that way, and you see the moon on this side. Because it's relative to the sun. There's the sun. This is the sunny side, the side we do not see. Okay? So we take this as the whole of creation. Then you have to take this image and cast it into our sky. And then place those celestial bodies cast into our sky. Okay? And we're fooled. We think that's it, reality, but it's not. That's false. Reality is back here. So you have to realize the sun is on the side we do not see. It dissolves. This is the resting state of the moon, the electrons. That's why we see them. They merge, create the skin. The opposite. So the sun's on this side of the moon. Everything moves in this. This is the wave. Everything's a wave, and it's described in the Bible as the plowshare. The wave goes that way, and it goes vertically in a horizontal wave. That's what a toroidal field does. The wave of a toroidal field. You can't deny any of this stuff. Can't debunk it. You just get an idiot like Simon Dan sit there and spew crap out his mouth and have a lot of dumbbells all around the world think he's talking, knows what he's talking about. But many of you would have seen this image of the moon online somewhere, and this is basically what it's doing. 14 days into the sun, gets drawn into the sun. As the sun's approaching it, you've got to realise the moon moving out and away from the centre as the sun's rays move on ahead of the moon. The sun laps the moon over 1 month and laps the stars over 1 year. So as the sun's catching up and approaching the moon's getting drawn into the centre, winds back in. The sun is drawing it back in. And then as the sun passes it, the sun moves ahead, the moon starts coming out, back out again to full moon. Okay, so it draws into the sun, 14 days in. Here's the sun pointing this way, say. It's pointing around here, this way, which means, you know, you got the sun on this side of the moon. That's the lights, the side we do not see, dissolved. And there's the sun races ahead. The sun's on this side. That's the light side there. So you've got the dark side of the moon on this side we see, then it's on this side. You see the S? You see the S come out of here. You see the S go out of there. Now what's the other symbol we can draw in here? You can see it right there. There's the yin and yang. Okay? Put a big circle there, put a big circle there. It's all ancient knowledge. You have to be a real dumbbell to believe anything you're taught in school when it comes to the spinning ball globe. That's just a joke. Now the other thing is, Earth's magnetic fields curve like this. Right across the southern hemisphere and out of the northern hemisphere. That's the compass, that's the magnetic field. That's what a compass would follow. Now if Earth was a globe, see these are lateral curving lines, and they've taken them and turned them vertically to make you think you're flying over a curve in an aeroplane, okay? So you're flying over here in your aeroplane. Draw an aeroplane. Curve. So when they invented the here's another lie. That guy Leon Foucault Leon or whatever his name was. They're trying to make out that he invented the gyroscope in 1850. What a flippin' joke. It's been around for millions of years, thousands anyway. It'll be millions because we've all been through millions of cycles. I mean, they're trying to say he invented that after the Prague clock. Prague clock was about 1410. Then you got the anti-Kytherian mechanism. They're trying to make out that the ancients were dumb. They want you to forget all the ancient knowledge. Put it all on the Freemasons. The Freemasons come up with everything, eh? They've taken the past, try to put it in their own language so they understand it, because half of them don't, and then plagiarise it, put it out there and get themselves a Nobel Prize. It's all lies. The whole world's just full of lies. Trying to make you forget reality, the true meaning to life. So anyway, you got the gyro, you've got the, but nowadays you've got the laser, ring laser gyro. It's another system again. Just stick to the gyro. What was the purpose of that? See, the purpose of the gyro is to go from A to B in a straight line, instead of following the compass magnetic field line. So now that we do that, how do they explain that on their ball? Do we now fly through the ball to get to there, A to B? Or are we still flying around the ball? Mr. Freemason, Mr. Simon Dan. They're trying to just tell you that you're, all they tell you, the common folk, is it's to do away with the problems you might have with an iron ship or something or other. And the discrepancies involving the magnetic field or whatever. But that's what they're useful for, to get you a direct flight now, with ships or aeroplanes, instead of following this path with a compass. It's so blatantly obvious, but not many talk about it. Okay, so all the shadowing is done via the black hole centre. So it's where the moon is and the sun is in relation to this black hole. The black hole. Because you've got to realise the black hole is bigger than the sun, and you can see this on the when it comes to the moon eclipses, the shadow is much bigger than the same diameter of the moon, you know. So, you know, if you put the same diameter there, you'd get that much shade, right? But no, it's a lot wider. It's a 2 to 3 ratio, I think, could be, but it's at least twice the size. Twice the size the shadow on the moon. It's like that. It's all due to the black hole. Because hey, look at that. You've seen this before? They put their little fingers here, and his eyes are there like that. Looking over, same thing, I suppose. So you've got to remember or realise, the cosmic egg centre of creation is a round black hole like that, but then you have the head like that. So then you draw the line around like that, you've got the cosmic egg. Spinning ballers want you to think that that's what the planets do, that sort of cycle there, but no, they don't. Nothing passes that sun. Nothing passes the sun. The sun's moving around all the time. The planets just move around the circle, and the sun catches up to them. They never catch up to the sun because the sun's the quickest, because the planets are further out. The sun's on the inside track of the ecliptic plane, right in there. So many lies you're taught. All your kids are learning lie after lie after lie. But it's all there, folks. Can't debunk it. As much as that idiot Simon Dan tries to. God. Okay. Now if you like this sort of thing, don't forget, put a thumbs up and subscribe, and think about joining up my Patreon. Help support me. Thanks very much. Cheers.